So today we're going to be making a rocket stove. My dad's going to be coming over somewhere within the next hour, I imagine, and he's going to give me some help making this thing out of some cinder block. He told me to get a space ready. I figure we're going to put it right here in this corner of the house. This has always been sort of an unruly, weedy, unused area of our property, and I figured this is out of the way enough, and yet it's right here just off the back steps, just a little walk off the back steps, and we're going to use this area maybe in the future to either make cowboy coffee with our rocket stove or maybe even make some breakfast. So I'm excited to see what he has in mind. Figure this will be really good. This area was just basically neglected and it was all covered over with foxtail weeds. I actually have some in my shoes right now. Look at those things. Just get stuck right in your socks and it's no good. And we weren't doing anything with this patch, so I'm excited to see what we can do with this. Dad said try to make a level spot. So that's what we're doing. Best we know how. And there they are now. So we'll get this thing leveled up and show you how it looks. Alright, so this is what we managed to create. It was a very simple design. It was actually a design that my dad saw from another YouTube video, and I think what we used was 8 cinder blocks altogether. What we did was we got an area flattened out first, and then we used the first 4 cinder blocks to form a base. Set down on their sides, on their long sides. On top of that, we set 2 vertical cinder blocks on their sides. These cinder blocks, by the way, are 8x16s. You can pick them up at any hardware store, Home Depot, or we picked them up at our local hardware store here in town. One on what's going to be the front side of the stove, one on what's going to be the back side of the stove, 1 cinder block on its side sitting horizontally in between. Then on top of that, we set these 8x16, what they call paver stones. Or they're just a flat piece. Or if you have the know-how, if you're able to do it, I've never been able to break a cinder block neatly, but if you know how to do it neatly, you could get another cinder block and just bust one side out. I've seen people do that on YouTube. I've never been able to make a clean break. Set a brick in the middle. Then on top of that, we just set another brick. This serves as the fire chamber. You put your sticks in here. That's going to be where it goes up because it's stopped by because the flame is stopped by the middle piece like this. It's stopped by a middle piece right here going through. So what you've got is the flame that's going in this direction. And we actually scavenged this hot plate off of a little potbelly stove, metal potbelly stove that we picked up at a yard sale. We used what we have, and now I can't rest my hand on there because it's good and hot. If you got some dry twigs laying around, makes for really easy cooking. You can even use one of those square grates off of your stove that you're using inside the house. And you've got something that you can cook with. And there's our rocket stove build for the day. Thanks for joining us for that quick little instructional video. I know it was a fun project for me to get to build and learn a little bit from someone older and wiser than myself. And I think if you want to build one of these things, you just may have a time where you're very grateful that you have another means of cooking. If everything else is shut off, or for some reason you can't have access to your gas or electricity, you can pretty much always guarantee you'll have access to dry sticks somewhere that you can find. If you liked this video, if you liked this kind of a concept, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. And we'll see you next time. Take it easy.